What's going on, trading homies? My name is Bobby in HD, and welcome to episode 5 of Conquering the Combine, the series where we are trading together a Topstep 150K Combine, trying to achieve that funded account and showing you that you can do it too. First Friday and the end of the first week in the Conquering the Combine series. Will we end on a high note and get back to the green days? Will we have a second red day in a row and have to carry that into the weekend? And the question that's been ever present every day, will the NQ make another all-time high? Well, let's get into the day's recap and check it out. Okay, so you guys know the drill by now. We're getting right into it, and look at that at the top. We have broken our red streak at just one day, and not only did we have a green day today, but we were green to the tune of over $2,030, eclipsing the amount that we were red yesterday and erasing that red day from our combine. Our maximum trailing drawdown is now back over $4,500, and it's like that red day never even happened. And that's why it's so important to keep your red days small and manageable, because it gives you the opportunity to bounce back. And now let's get over to the charts. What a crazy Friday it has been. NQ in the pre-market made a low of 440, and as we're speaking here, we can see, to answer our question, we did make another all-time high at 645 quarter. We are really ripping, and today those big moves were driven in part by some very important news prints. We can see, if we look at the Topstep lightning bolts, at 8:30 a.m. we had the US non-farm payrolls. Really huge number here, sending us up over 100 points, and this is going to be that unemployment tracking in the US, which, when inflation is under control, is a big market mover, as we can see here. And then coming in at 10 a.m., another huge news print. We had the University of Michigan sentiment number. So this is a consumer sentiment on their confidence in the economy, and that came out in line with expectations. Actually, I think just a bit higher, which sent the market just a bit higher. And so if you could see, as we break down our trades, there was kind of two distinct trade groupings today. We took some trades in the pre-market, actually before open, around the non-farm payrolls. I don't usually like to trade pre-market, but when there's some extreme volatility due to news, I will sometimes do it. And then the predominant number of our trades here were just very simple long trades in the consolidation. So we are high. As we know, things that are high can go higher. So within this channel here, we're buying the lows and selling the highs. Simple as that, folks. Now, the one thing you might ask is, Bobby, look at this massive move here for well over 100 points in the middle of the morning. Why didn't you trade that? And to be fully transparent, I did in my funded account, and there'll be some shorts on those trades posted to the channel later. But balancing Conquering the Combine with trading a live account as well is hopefully not a problem some of you at home will have. So you could have hopefully capitalized some of those moves as well. But for the opportunity that presented to us, we took great advantage, over $2,000. Let's get into the tip of the day. All right, folks. So our Conquering the Combine tip of the day is simply, keep it simple, stupid, or the KISS method. Okay? There are enough factors that make trading hard. There's the mental side of trading. There is finding your entries, finding your exits, letting your runners run, letting your winners be bigger than your losers all the time, knowing when to cut a trade. Don't yourself be one of the difficult factors. On a day like today where the market is ripping, take the obvious trade. Let's get on the long side of the trade, and let's, to tip 2, just make the money that we feel comfortable making. There's plenty of money to be made in small moves. You might see some of my trades in the 4 figures, as we've shared. You might see some trades on YouTube and the internet that are way bigger than mine as well, but you don't always need to do that. One singular NQ contract for 5 points only is $100. If that is all you did every day, there's 252 roughly trading days in a year in the US. Think of what 25 extra $1,000 a year could do for you. We don't always need to chase these super large, super complex reversal trades. Just get in trend, make some money, and go on with your day knowing that you have a great skill to take money out of the market when you see your setup. Nice and simple. And on that note, let's get into today's trade recap where we really kept it simple with our entry, with our trade plan. And this is a trade that truly anyone could find and execute in the market. I'm really excited to show it to you today. All right, folks, I promised you a simple trade and I am going to deliver. So we can see here that we are hovering over that buy market button long on the NQ as we are pulling back into that big round number 600 level. And here we can see we have triggered into the trade at 602 even, just over that round number. Now, it's really, really important to, as we mentioned, keep it simple. Where is our entry? Around a big hold number, 600. Traders are going to be looking at that number as support, so we are looking to join them there. And where is our stop? Well, we can see to looking at the left, it's right below where buyers have shown they are willing to step up and defend the market from those bottoming wicks in the prior move up. So it was support before. We're hoping it will hold as support again. And if we break down below that, we want to be out of the trade at 91. And for our targets to the upside, we're going to start with new all-time highs because that's what the market's been doing, right? That's the obvious move. So let's see how it plays out. All right, so tuning back in, we can see keeping it simple is working. We're on trend, we're off that whole number, and now we're keeping it simple again with how and when we move our stop. If we look to the left, that 611 to 613 area, there were some topping wicks. Buyers have struggled there in the past, so we don't want that resistance to impact our trade again. So once we break in through, we're going to move our stop up to 611 and a half. Locking in just about $570 on the trade here. And now let's see if we can continue to run higher and make a shot at new all-time highs in the NQ. All right, team, check it out. So we're just continuing to employ these same simple concepts throughout the whole trade. 520 now, another former resistance that we are breaking, and we want it to now hold up above. So we're going to move our stop just below that resistance point, hoping it becomes support at 617. We haven't scaled anything. We haven't taken anything into account other than support and resistance lines and the big round number 16. And we'll see here that unfortunately this time the market does come back under 20 and tag out our stop loss. But guys, there was nothing complex about that trade at all, and it netted us $900, just as easy as that. Trading is as complicated or as simple as you and your strategy make it, and I really implore you to try to take a walk on the simple side. There are so many things that can complicate this market. Let's focus on what we can control and make really easy, simple execution decisions. And this wasn't even our largest trade of the day, as we'll see at the recap, but I did want to show this because I truly believe that anyone following along in the Conquering the Combine series can execute this trade. There was nothing special to it at all. You guys saw we bought off the round number. We risked off of where we saw buyers in the past, and we moved our stop up as we took out those resistances along the way. And that's $900. That simple. Anyone can do this, guys. Let's keep pushing to conquer this combine. All right, folks. Well, that brings us to the end of Conquering the Combine Day 5. And our $2,030 Green Day has put our first week's total at $5,393 made in the series in week 1. If that doesn't speak to the importance of consistency and keeping your red day small, I don't know what does. Even with an $1,800 red day this week, we have made over $5,000 in this combine, putting us over halfway to our $9,000 goal. But even more than that, imagine once we get to our express funded account. What could $5,000 a week do to you? If we let our red day on Thursday get out of control and lost this account because we couldn't take a loss, we never would have had this opportunity to be up over $5,300 in just 5 short days. And the last day, to round out the week, we took 15 trades again. As I've mentioned, this is a bit more than my liking, but today the market did give a lot of opportunity. There was a very large range, and we were taking smaller kind of one-to-one scalp trades, as we'll just see in a bit. Trade win percentage is where it needs to be if you're going to be scalping. If you're going to be scalping, you need a higher win rate than 50% to be profitable. We were at 66% winning trades today. And our largest winning trade at $915, eclipsing our largest loser at $820. Again, for a day like today, I'm more okay being in that 1-to-1 ratio since we were taking quicker moves, as we mentioned during the tip. But what's really important is we have undone the inversion of having our biggest loser better than our biggest winner. Excuse me. You don't even like to talk about it. It gets you all choked up. But this is an absolutely excellent end to week 1. Please let me know in the comments down below how you did on your first week of conquering the combine. And I will see you Monday for the beginning of week 2, where, hey, if we keep it up like this, we just might conquer and fund our Topstep 150K combine. Until next time, trading homies, enjoy the weekend and stay green.